The hip flexors are a muscle group that so commonly just gets really, really tight on us. Whether it's the muscle actually shortening, scar tissue, whatever it is, the joint capsule itself, we need to have this ability to get our leg behind us. And if we don't have this, it's gonna make squatting, running, Olympic lifting, CrossFit, it's gonna really any activity you wanna do, even walking, it's gonna make walking more challenging and less efficient, right? The reason why is, when I'm walking or running, I step here, I'm storing energy. The moment my leg gets behind me, bam, now I start releasing this energy. And if I don't have that extension, that leg behind me motion, then I'm gonna be losing a lot of, first of all, you're gonna be just not using your body the right way. You're gonna be wasting energy. And also probably gonna have a lot of tightness at the front of that hip. So what we can do is a self-iliacus release. And this one might be, some of you might cringe when you hear the word iliacus because it's a very, very deep muscle in our body in the front of the hip and pelvis here. But if we're able to get in here and release it, we're gonna have a lot of benefits just for moving from our hip mobility in general. So to find it, all you have to do is find your hip bone here. So poke around and say, hey, where's my hip bone? Find the hip bone and dig in there. What I typically do is I grab my hand, my other hand's gripping kind of the wrist part here. I'm pushing in with this kind of rotating in this way, and then I'm actually assisting it with the other hand. But if you go too far down more here, you're gonna feel a band. That's called your inguinal ligament. Don't touch that. You're just gonna aggravate it. So you wanna stay right to the side of this bone, and that muscle sits in a dish, right? This is your pelvis. This is what we're trying to push on and trying to get in that angle there, and it sits right in here. So it's pretty difficult to get, but once we get in here, right, we found it, bam. When you push on it, you can be laying down. I'm just gonna do it standing up, but you should probably feel, wow, this really, really sucks. And all I want you to do is raise the hip up and back down. We're coming up, back down. If you don't feel anything, hey, move that hand around a little bit. Same thing, just have my fingers here, my hands, other hands right on my wrist, or I'm grabbing my hand in the back of my hand, bam, and we're pushing back down on it. So we're here, coming up. I don't feel much on this side. Should we do this side? Oh, that's much worse, okay. So also on yourself, hey, make sure you're doing both sides. And if one side is really, really tender, spend some time over there. You're doing this for about 2 minutes. You can be elevated if you want. You can actually go into some of this hip extension force. I recently released mine, and I can automatically feel my glute firing so much more efficiently. So guys, if you're like, hey, I've never been able to activate my glutes. I do bridges all day. I got no activation. Trying this exercise is probably really gonna help you activate that glute and just move better. So guys, this is the iliacus release. Again, you're finding that hip bone, take the hand, dig it in there, other hand on top, and we're going through these motions of bringing the knee up and back down, really working that area out.